Hey guys, I just wanted to reach out to you and let you know that Surewinder is still selling amazing products. Some of you guys have been dragging your feet for whatever reason. If your shoulder hurts, do not waste time. Pull the trigger. I just bought 4 or 5 of them, and we had 2 guys out. You know how much it cost me to pay for 2 guys being out with bad shoulders? We just pulled the trigger and we said, listen, everybody's going to have one on a truck. It's mandatory. You got to use it. Don't hesitate. Don't wait till your guys go down. It's going to cost you more. Buy a Surewinder. Hey guys, what's up? Ryan here, Torsion Talk Podcast, and we got a great show today. I felt like this is the perfect time for us to get together and discuss Ida Expo. It's a huge industry event. They have the regional shows, but coming up is their biannual. Is it biannual? Is that how you say it?
Yeah, I think so.
Expo Plus. So I've got a few ladies on from IDA that's going to be able to answer all of our questions. And I'm going to try to ask questions that I think you would want to know the answers to prior to signing up or prior to attending. Let's say you already signed up and you just want some more information. So maybe we can cut down on some of the questions. So ladies, how are y'all?
We are great. Thanks for having us.
Yeah, thanks for coming on again, Amy. Appreciate you coming on. So the first person we have is Amy. She's been on the show 2 or 3 times in the past talking about IDA membership, Expo in general. And then we have Courtney. Courtney's been organizing and coordinating the Expo with the Sahara, which has been a little bit of a challenge for us, but she says it's gone pretty smooth for her, which is great. Good to hear that it's only an us thing for our event. So, okay.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, it's okay. We have a really good planner, and she's just goes over the head of the person that doesn't call us back a lot. So no big deal. So first things first, when is the Expo?
So Expo is going to take place, already next month.
Yep.
So it will be April 23rd through the 26th.
So we are about a little over a month and a week, about 5 weeks.
Yes, 5 weeks out.
Wow, that got here quick.
Yes, it did.
We have our event days before your event, and already we have a lot of people who were not going to attend Expo who have signed up for our event that are going to attend Expo, which I thought was pretty cool.
Yeah.
And that's a fun little deal. But the first 2 days of your event is a Tuesday and Wednesday, right?
Yep, correct.
If that's educational. Is
Yes.
that just going to be for certifications, or is that also for just the normal like classes that you guys normally do?
So we actually have both. So you'll have the 2-day schools through IDEA will be taking place, but then we also have a lot of educational sessions. So some are more management track focused, some are more technical focused. So during each of the time slots, there are 4 concurrent sessions, and then each day there will also be 2 plenary sessions as well.
Nice. So what are, and oh, by the way, you guys secured a killer keynote.
We did.
Inky Johnson. So I know Inky, he's from here in Atlanta and went to the University of Tennessee, was a freaking phenomenal football player. As a Georgia player, you hate him to a degree because of how bad of an impact he made in the game. But he got injured and it changed his life. And he talks about some of that, like overcoming. And he's a godly man, a man of faith, and talks about that a lot too. I don't know if you guys are going to allow him to share his faith, but it's a very powerful message. I'm really excited about that. So super cool. If you guys have not heard Inky speak, I strongly recommend you go to the keynote speech. And what day is that on?
It's going to be
So that's
Thursday morning, and he's going to be at the convention center on the expo floor. So he's going to kick off our expo for us.
Nice. Yeah, I'm a huge Inky fan. There's probably not another Tennessee Vol that I could say that for. I'm a huge Georgia Bulldogs fan, as most of our listeners know. Braves and Georgia Bulldogs, I'm diehard. So any of the opposing players are kind of enemies to me. But good job on securing Inky. Also know that his rates have gone up over the last year or two. So you guys probably invested a lot into that. So that shows the willingness to get a really good speaker. He's kind of blown up here in the Atlanta market, which is really cool. But you guys did a good job. He's a good one. So congratulations on that.
Great. Yeah,
Let's
we
talk
did
about. Go
have
ahead.
some help from our education chair on that one with some connections there. So
Good.
we're excited to have Inky and have that connection there and be able to bring that kind of level of education to the members. So we're excited to have him join us.
100%. If you don't walk out of this section with Inky pumped up and ready to take on the world, then you need to go get your heart checked. Your blood may not be pumping. So he's one of the best. I love him. And every time I see him, I've seen him probably 2 or 3 times in person, and every time he gets better. So super pumped. And he runs in a lot of the same circles with the people I follow. So it's great. So tell me some of the other exciting speakers and sessions that would be like a can't miss type thing.
So I would say probably some of our plenary sessions. Like I said, we have 2 each day. Jeff Barnett, he's going to be there talking about a safety program. We also have Scott Telema coming back. He was there in 2022. He's the hostage negotiator. So he'll be coming back again, but doing a slightly different talk on reconnecting humanity, but still kind of bring in some of his background from previous sessions. So that had really great reviews from 2022. So looking forward to welcoming him back. And then we have 2 others in terms of buying and selling, as well as how to set your team up to win. So we have Claire Branch and Megan Likes as well. So those should all be really good sessions.
Megan's a hero in our circles. So good get on that one. She's amazing. Love her. She's one of the few people that can keep a large audience captured talking about accounting.
Great.
Not I
That's a
don't
Sure,
know.
that's not easy.
I honestly, yeah, I don't know of anyone else in the world that can do that. But she makes it fun. She's a phenomenal speaker. She's super happy, and she's like just a cool chick. Love her to death. She's a friend. Really glad to see her going to be speaking there. And when you say buy sell, are you talking about the buy and sell of your company?
Yeah, so the actual title of the session is buying, selling, and partnering, opening the door to an acquisition.
It's good. We've talked a lot about that here. I think that's a big topic because you got a lot of private equity firms jumping into the play here in the garage door industry. So it's I think that's a great topic. It looks like you guys picked some really good quality content. That's exciting. And so looks like that's improved over the years. So thanks to you guys for putting in the effort on that. And then let's talk about parties, because some of the people don't even go for the education. They just strictly go for the parties. What kind of parties are you guys having, and who's throwing them?
So we have actually quite a few different parties planned. So on Tuesday, we actually have a scholarship foundation fundraiser. So the proceeds go to the scholarship foundation, and that is Not Your Grandma's Bingo. So we have Reverend Rusty Reams, who's going to be the head bingo caller. It is a great event, lots of fun. It is not, just like the title, it is not like your normal bingo. It's a lot of fun. So It's not just to sit down and use your dopper on the bingo card. So it's definitely very interactive. So
Wow.
looking forward to that. On Wednesday, we have a happy hour for anybody who's never attended Expo Plus, just to try and get them familiar, introduce them to what they should and should not do while there. And then we have our opening party that evening, so that's sponsored by Jeannie. So looking
What
forward
night?
to that one. And then the other party we have
Party
is,
when?
sorry, go ahead.
Genie party was when?
That's Wednesday.
Okay,
Yep, so that'll be our opening party.
nice. They do a good job with their parties.
Yeah, it should be great. It's gonna be next to the Sahara pool again, so should
Is
be
that
another good.
open to everybody?
I'm sorry?
Is that open to everyone?
Everyone who's registered, yes.
Okay.
It there is a cost to that. So if you registered as a full attendee, that's included. You can also purchase additional opening party tickets. It's not included if you chose the exhibits only option, but it is available to add on.
Okay. Now let's
Um,
talk about that real quick. Well, let's finish up the parties, and then I want to talk about registration, price, all that stuff. What's included, what's not included.
Sure. Okay. So two remaining parties. There's the presidential award ceremony that takes place Thursday evening. So we'll recognize all the individuals and companies throughout the year. And that is also sponsored by Jeannie. And then we close out Thursday evening with a closing party, which is sponsored by IDA and LiftMaster. So we're really looking forward to that. We're going to have a really good time, a great band, which is going to be announced soon. So we're really looking forward to it. It's going to be a lot of fun parties, but a lot of good educational sessions and good networking opportunities.
Is Snoop Dogg going to be there?
I wish.
Me too. As a kid that grew up in his prime in the 80s and 90s, Snoop was like my hero back then. So, Snoop and Tupac and all those guys. Anyway, so very good. Like excellent lineup. I love the parties. That sounds amazing. I think LiftMaster does the concerts quite often, and if I have to say, like that tends to be like the buzz of what I hear from everybody when we're leaving, how much everybody loves those concerts. So good job with that. All right, so let's talk about registration. So used to, like, you had people that would fly in early and do the education stuff, and then other people would fly in just for the expo floor. And I kind of felt like in 2017, when I went to the one here, it was very segmented. Like, you had IDEA and IDA, but it looks like you guys are working together a lot more and kind of making the process easier for people that are attending the events, which is really cool. I've seen that progress over the years. So can you break down for me, like we got Tuesday and Wednesdays, the education, Thursday and Fridays, the expo floor. What is the registration like? I guess what does it cost to go to these things, and how do we register?
Sure. So you can register on our website at doors.org. There's a couple different registration options. You can register for the full package, which includes the exhibits, as well as the educational sessions. You can also register for exhibits only. There is a cost to that this year. So that only includes the exhibits. And then you can also choose to attend the 2-day school. All of these options also have your add-on pricing available as well. So for example, if you're not interested in attending the educational sessions, but you want to attend the exhibits in the opening party, you can do them as additional add-on options for your registration.
And we are offering you the discounted rate for all members. So if you're interested in joining IDA and receiving those discounts for the full package, the exhibit only and the 2-day school, those are available as well until probably about 2 weeks before the conference starts.
Okay. So I'm just pulling it up on the site here. Oh, here's pricing details right here. You guys have done a much better job with the website, by the way, as a website
Thank you.
guy. I like hearing some props on that as well. All right. So the full package, IDA member online rates $500, non-members $875. If you wait till you get on site, you do not do this, it's going to cost you $100 extra. So make sure you register online. And then what's included in that is the exhibits, education, including the keynote, workshops, etc. 2-day schools. Let me just talk about the 2-day education real quick. If you are interested in getting your IDEA certifications, this is one of the best ways to do it. There's really 2 ways that we've done it. One is do it at Expo, which is super convenient and easy. You're focused, you're not distracted, you don't have all the things going on at the office or whatever. If you do it and you sit in on the class with a certified train the trainer, I believe, and you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, but
That's correct. Yep.
yeah. And you're able, like, if you have new employees that have only been doing doors for 6 months or whatever, you want them to get certified, they have to be trained by a train the trainer in order to get certified, or they have to be signed off on, I believe, by a train the trainer. So this is the best way to do it because you get to knock it all out at one time. So I know we've promoted David Mount a lot on here, and that's still a great way to do it by sending your guys there. But sending them to IDA and having them spend, 2 days doing educational stuff and getting certifications, they get to come back. You get to pump that on the phone. You can add it to your website as a differentiating factor, close deals with it. I mean, this is a big deal. We use it a lot at Aaron Overhead Doors as a selling feature. And then you don't have to, like, if you're worried about your guys spending too much time away from the field or whatever, like, have them come Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and they can fly out Friday if they need to get back to cover the weekend, or Thursday night to cover Friday. But I strongly recommend giving them a day on the floor too, because it's really eye-opening. They get to meet the suppliers that you guys buy product from, get to see some of the new stuff, because a lot of these manufacturers are trying to show off some of the new things they're rolling out. So I think it's hugely beneficial. We're sending out 2 of our people this year. This is the first time really that we're going to be like sending guys to the expo itself for the exhibits. But super pumped. The other way is like sending someone to like to get certified is to send them to David Mount, and he's in Maryland. You're going to have the flight, the hotel, all the same expenses, but you don't get all of the other stuff that comes along with it here at Expo. And being able to just brainstorm with other service professionals, other leaders in the industry, I think is super beneficial. So highly recommend that. If you don't want to do all the exhibits here on the website, it just says, or all the education, you just want to do the exhibit hall only, that's $50 for IDA members, $100 for non-members. They chose not to rate increase if you do it on the day of. So it's 50, 50, 100, 100 on site or online. And that includes the keynote and the parties, which is nice. I assume some of the parties are open bar. So if you guys are drinkers, you're probably going to drink more than $50 worth of alcohol, most likely. So that's going to be worth it right there.
Well, so
And
the
then,
exhibit, sorry, just correction, the
go ahead.
exhibits only does not include the keynotes and the parties. Those are just to walk the show
Does
floor.
not include, I see it
Yeah.
over here. I thought that
Um,
was included, but does not include the parties. So
Right.
that's good to know.
Hey guys, I found something that changed my business and I want to share it with you. We've created packages that have included some of the best products in our industry to offer our service customers. The heart of that package is Stealth Hardware Kit. Stealth Hardware is the quietest hinges on the market. I challenge you to buy at least one of these, test it for yourself. Put it on your truck, and design a quiet performance package for your customers willing to pay for a better, smoother running door. Buy your stealth hardware kit at Service Spring, do a search for quiet hinge, and then buy that. You can buy a double or single door, 7 or 8 foot tall, and promise you it'll change your service forever.
Somer USA and Somer Group want to thank you for an incredible year and the trust you put in them and their products. As you know, Somer places high value on relationships, education, customer service, innovation, and professionalism. And they are grateful to you for your part in the fostering and dissemination of these values. If there is any way Somer can support you in your journey, whether through their products, the values they hold to, or the knowledge Somer has gained through interaction with door dealers across the world, please reach out to the team at your convenience. They are here to serve you. Again, thank you from the entire Somer team. Check them out at somerusa.com. Tell them Ryan sent you.
We do have over 150 exhibitors, and our show floor, we did have to add more space. So we only have 2 booths currently that are open and available. But if anybody is interested still in exhibiting, we have 2 spaces, so they can reach out to us as well. And we can get them squared away.
I may actually talk to you about that.
Okay.
So we may be interested. It might be a
Awesome.
little too close for comfort for that, but we'll see. 2-day school, if you want to do that, this is a different pricing. So $100 for IDA members, non-members is $200. It does not include exhibits, keynote, or parties. And this would be, I assume, to get your guys certified. Is that correct?
Yes, and then we will also have, Deborah will be there from IDEA, and you can also register to take your tests as well. So if you reach out to IDEA, you can kind of knock it all out in one shot while it's fresh in your brain, if you're close to that point. So that will be available on site as well.
Awesome. And then they have these add-on pricing. So opening party, if you wanted to do this like a la carte stuff, so the big package, the full package is $500 for IDA members, $875 for non-members. We talked about that earlier. And that includes exhibits, education, keynote workshops, 2-day schools, training, opening party, but does not include awards cocktail party. So if you wanted that, it looks like we would purchase that separately as an add-on price for $75 for members and $150 for non-members.
Correct.
And that's pretty cool. I've been to 2 of those, I believe. The first one was such a huge blessing. I actually won the humanitarian award. So I thought that was really cool. So that was a good one to go to for me. And then the next one, I really enjoyed just the company. It's a fun environment. So just go in there and sitting with fellow door folks, and it's kind of fancy. People dress up a little bit. You guys having a dress code for that?
No, it's
Every
yeah, not too fancy this year. We just want to make sure everyone's comfortable, but we will, no tuxes are required, but definitely business attire, because especially if you're getting the award, we have a lot of great recipients this year that will be joining us. So we'll have, them highlighted there and some tables reserved in the space. So we're looking forward to a great event for that as well. The board will be in attendance to, give out those awards to those recipients too.
Nice. Yeah. So, and then there's a golf tournament, right? It's 175 for a single, or if you have a foursome, it's 600. And that happens on what day?
That happens on Tuesday morning, the 23rd.
All right. So there you go. You guys can check this out. We will put the link to this in the YouTube video, as well as the description of the podcast. So if you're listening to this on iTunes or whatever, I'll put the link to the registration page here. And it's not too late. You could still book your flights. They're still pretty reasonable, as well as these rates are very affordable. Hotels, have you sold out of your block yet, or do you still have rooms?
Rooms are still available. We were able to add more at the Sahara, but we are getting close. So definitely, if you're going to book, go ahead and book and join us. All of our education sessions this year will be at the Sahara, so it's going to be super convenient. There's no back and forth with the convention center. We just have the convention center will be the host for Expo and our exhibit floor and our keynotes.
Okay. Awesome. So there you have it. If there's anything that you guys have questions about, who do they need to reach out to?
They can email info@doors.org and any of us will be able to help them, or they can always call our toll-free number, which is the 800-355-4IDA.
Look at y'all. The branding. I like it. All right. So anything else that they need to know about with this event? We've covered pretty much a lot of it, but I'd love to know more about maybe the expo floor. You guys said that you have how many exhibitors?
We have 156 exhibitors.
156. That's a lot. And you got two open. So if you're a supplier listening to this, and you haven't booked it yet, this is a great opportunity to do so. And unless I booked one, then there's only one left. So that. And so with that, I think it's very important that you go here. I want to just say something real quick. And this is a journey that I'm going on right now is as we evolve as humans and leaders, we start to appreciate people around us, the connections, the people that enable us to be successful. And I think we all need to go to Expo with the idea of showing appreciation for our suppliers, right? And I know what y'all are thinking. I've been a little hard on suppliers over the years, because I've been kicked in the teeth with issues and people pulling the rug out from under me on accounts and stuff for the stupidest reasons that are out of my control. So we've shared some of that information, but there are a lot of really good suppliers out there that are here and they support you. Like, go there and show them love. I think that's like the least we can do. Plus, they're putting like a lot of effort into their booths and getting there and investing in all of this because it's not cheap to get a booth at IDA. Some of these bigger booths are really expensive, and just the booth setup alone is a huge investment. Then they fly all their people out there. Just go by, say hey, schedule appointments with your reps, show some love. Sometimes they work deals for you. This is a great opportunity for you to negotiate deals because they're trying to get the ROI on their booth. So sometimes if you buy in bulk or volume, they can work out a deal with you at Expo. They may have some special rates, whatever. So anyway, long story short, I just want you guys to go there with the idea that let's go show our appreciation, tell them thank you for everything they do for us. Show some love. Let's bring that relationship together. It's a great opportunity for us to unite our dealers with our suppliers in a very good, cool atmosphere. So if you do have suppliers or have been wanting to talk to somebody about adding them as a supplier, this is a great environment to do so. Anything that you guys want to add?
I just wanted to, thank our current sponsors. Obviously that makes the event a lot more impactful when we have that contribution from our sponsorship companies. They're all listed on our website, so I don't want to list them all here, but we appreciate them and their contributions, as well as everyone that has, registered and supported our scholarship foundation. We have a couple of events that will be, those proceeds will benefit that, including a silent auction. Part of the golf tournament will go to that. And like Courtney was saying, the bingo party, all of that helps to fund our scholarships that we're able to give out every year, for either tech scholarships or educational scholarships to family members for members in the industry. So that's also, kind of the importance behind the expo. It's a great time, it's educational, but we're also raising money for the scholarship. So just something to mention. If anyone's interested, we do still have sponsorship opportunities available. We're still looking for silent auction donations to help support that as well. So if, again, anyone's interested in that, you can email me, amy@doors.org, or Courtney@doors.org, and we'll be happy to get you set up and squared away. And just thanks to everyone that has already supported those programs.
Yeah. And I will, like, I know you guys are trying to be mindful of the time, but I do want to give a shout out to your sponsors. Clopay's the gold sponsor. Oh, I'm sorry. Platinum sponsors are Genie and Liftmaster, which are huge supporters of the industry in general. Gold is Clopay, which is awesome. They support some of the stuff we do as well. So very thankful for them. And Genie supports a lot of stuff we do. Amar and Minnesota Metals are the silver sponsors, and the bronze sponsors are garage.com, Nice Service Spring, which also supports a lot of stuff we do, and SGD Springs. So there you have it. Nice. Actually, I got to hang out with some of those guys out in Germany at the show out there. They may or may not be presenting a new residential operator. So for those of you guys who've been using those for commercial, I did get to meet with them out there. They have a pretty impressive residential operator that they're promoting right now that they just released. I got to see it firsthand in Germany, and it was pretty cool. So strongly recommend you guys check out their booth. And I don't know garage.com. Do you guys are you guys familiar with what they do?
I am not, no.
Okay.
It's a new group for us.
Unlock capital with a full or partial buyout. So they're private equity, it looks like. Okay. Nice. They're getting big. Private equity, garage door industry. It's all going to consolidate soon. We're holding out. We're going to wait till the very last one. Be the last one. So, all right. Well, I think this was very informational and helpful to people that might have had questions or just couldn't find the time to get this information or go online because we all live these busy lives. I wanted to interrupt everyone's day with a podcast and talk about it and get information so that, you know, it's one of those things where it's like, man, I wish I would have registered for that after the fact, or it sneaks up on us so quick that we don't take the time to just do it, you know? And so this is your push, y'all. You got to do it, sign up for it. And if you have the ability, you can sign up for GDU Summit days prior. Come out on Saturday. We have a Saturday night thing, Sunday and Monday event. And then you roll right into education and the expo floor. So just take the whole week out in Vegas and have fun. You're going to meet some of the most incredible people in your life. And, you know, one of the things that I hear every time I go to Expo is the education's great. The Expo floor was great. But the conversations that you'll have with other business owners on the side, grabbing a beer at the bar or whatever, like those are game changing moments where you actually get like really cool takeaways. And it may not be in a presentation or whatever. You'll definitely get some takeaways there. But those side conversations are the ones that I hear the most about in the concert. So I think it's definitely worth it to surround yourself and make some new contacts that you might be able to pick up the phone and call later if you have questions. So thank you, Amy. Thank you, Courtney, for coming on. Really appreciate you guys. You guys have done a phenomenal job laying this out, making it simple and easy to find the information. It's a lot easier now than it used to be. So whoever's doing that, tell them thank you. The information's easy to find. It's there. The registration, the pricing is very transparent. So yeah, good job and thank you.
Thank you for having
Appreciate
us.
The only other thing, Ryan, if it's okay, I just want to remind everyone that all of the educational sessions and parties are all taking place at the Sahara. The only thing, because this is a change, the only thing that's taking place at the convention center are the exhibits and the keynote.
Okay. And just for your reference, the Sahara is probably like, I don't know, what is it, 2 miles away from the convention center?
If
I think
that,
so.
yeah, it's a quick monorail
Yeah.
stop away.
There's a monorail, or you can take, if you rent a car or whatever. I'm sure if you rent a car, though, there's going to be, it's paid parking at the Sahara. It's probably $30-something a day, if I'm not mistaken. So it could be a little bit of a cost there. So I was trying to promote something that we do, and I wanted to get a Rolls Royce and like pimp it out with a wrap, like rent it, and I was gonna shuttle people back and forth
Nice.
all day from the convention center to that in a Rolls Royce SUV. Like I was gonna do that, and we got a quote, and it was like $20-something thousand, and I was
Oh,
like,
wow.
we probably won't do that. But they're a little misleading on the website because they say like $499 for the day or $699 for the day or whatever. But then they charged like, I don't know, 12-15 grand for the wrap, which is nuts.
Wow.
But I guess for them to coordinate it and all, I don't know. I thought it would be a great idea just to shuttle people back and forth in luxury for free. And
It would have been nice to have a ride. I'm bummed.
yeah. And then I got hostages, and I can tell them my message and what I want them to hear on the way there, and they literally have nowhere to go. Like, you owe me. I'm driving you in luxury. Like, I'm gonna talk to you now. So
that might be a good sponsorship opportunity for next Expo.
like it. Hey, listen, y'all should get me involved. I got some crazy ideas. They almost always work. So if you guys are looking for ideas, I'm good at that. So
We will definitely keep that in mind.
all right. Well, y'all have a blessed day. Thank you. And fellas, ladies, listen to the podcast. Listen, I'll be out there all week long. Please stop by, say hey to me. If we don't know each other in person, please introduce yourself. I'll try to meet as many people as possible. I love meeting new people, making new connections. And if I have a booth, hopefully soon, maybe.
Yeah.
If it doesn't stress me out too much to do that and have to stand in one place all day, then we may rock and roll and get this taken care of, so you guys can stop by the booth and say hey as well. Y'all have a blessed day. Be safe out there, and we'll catch you next week.